We've covered a lot already in our conversation with District Attorney General Charme of Knox County. Robin?
General, I've heard you say several times that you have the best job in the world.
I do.
You have a hard job, though. What has been the hardest day on the job for you?
Any day that I have to sit with a family that's lost a loved one. And there are some days that I've had to sit with more than one family in one day. And those are the hardest days because at the end of the day, we are prosecutors, but we are human. And we do feel the pain that victims' families go through. And so the hardest part of the job, without question, is really going through homicide cases with victims' families.
We have seen those victims' families out front in some of these cases saying the victims' families need to have a greater say in the process, and that the process seems protracted, that justice takes a long time. Mm-hmm. What do you say to them, and how do you reassure them that this is going to be a long time, but that you and your lawyers will get justice?
And it is a long process. It is. And some cases go faster than others. And the more complicated a case is, the longer it takes. And we try to be very upfront with victims about that when we first sit down with them. But no matter how long that case takes, law enforcement and my office will continue to walk with those victims and continue to fight for those victims and continue to be the voice of the loved one that they have lost. And so we just try to reassure them, try to be as open with them as we can be. And sometimes that's difficult because in a criminal case, you really can't sometimes tell a family everything. You tell them as much as you legally can, but before the case is tried, that's difficult too, because sometimes you can't share everything with them because some of them may be witnesses in the case, and you certainly can't share information with the witnesses before you put them on the stand. So we just really try to show them how much we care and that how hard we will fight for them.
Yeah, it doesn't look like a TV show in real life. No.
Yeah, I have to think people think things happen in an hour's time.
Yes.
It certainly doesn't. You know, it's hard to believe, but we're hitting that 3-year mark soon where the pandemic came and it touched all our lives. How did it impact your office, and have you all made the turn?
That's funny that you would ask because we've just been talking about that this week. We are seeing more cases actually coming through right now to the grand jury than we have seen in quite some time. And it's hard to believe, but I think we still attribute that to the pandemic. And it really was because of the court dates being set off, and it really was because we were so lax in allowing people not to come to court. And it's taken us this long to catch up with those cases, to get them through the sessions court and get them up through the criminal court process. But we are still struggling to come out of the pandemic 3 years later.
Most people in our community just don't have any interaction with your office. In 30 seconds, General, what would you say your normal day is like?
That it's not normal. There is no normal day. I don't have a normal day. I never know when I go into the office exactly what's going to happen. I know I have things on my calendar, but I know that the things between all the calendar times will be just an array of things that I have no idea. And pivoting. You have to pivot on a dime because you can be talking about a case, and then you can be talking about budget, and then you can be talking about the weather. So it is really, there is no normal day.
All right, General, we appreciate the time as always. It's great to see you. Thank you very much for your ongoing service to the community.
Thanks for having me. I've enjoyed it.
Thank you for being here, Robin.
Happy to be here.
We appreciate you watching. We'll see you next week right here. It's Sunday. It's Inside Tennessee.